Satnam, everybody. It's Mohan Raj Singh Okar and Mukunda for a trail talk on It's None of Your Business. What do you think about that, Mukund? None of your business. It's none of my business, right? How the divine handles it. It's none of my biz once I hand over that prayer, how God's going to manage. You know, every year, I do once or twice a year. I do this big thing that's like a big bringer of love. It's a big undertaking, big project, big prosperity. And every year I freaking worry about it. Every year I think, oh God, this is the year it's not going to work out. Even though for like 7 years it always has. And this year I'm really challenging myself. Like, does worry have to be a part of the process of getting closer to God, attaining the destiny, being abundant? Do I have to have a cup of, worry with me the whole way? Come on, Mukam. And I am saying, I am challenging me and you. No, we do not. So some of that worry comes from I'm trying to figure out how, when, what it's all going to come together, even though I know what my part is, right? I know the things I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not supposed to be in how God's going to figure this out or how God's going to put it together. So one of the biggest things of our spiritual path is trust. Trust. And oftentimes, especially women, we don't trust because we have a rocky relationship with the divine masculine. So let's talk about what the masculine is. The masculine energy is dynamic, it's giving, it's enthusiastic. So it's like, if I don't have a good relationship with the masculine energy, the father energy, heal my relationship with my father, then I don't get big abundance. I don't get to receive because he's the giver, where Divine Ma is more about nurturing and receptivity. So I really want to challenge all of us to do some work on healing the divine masculine in us so that we can be clearer, more stable, and more abundant. And when we have a healed masculine, we will not be so into the how. That's really a feminine insecure trait, right? When we're like, yeah, but how are you going to do it? And when are you going to do it? Have you done it to your boyfriend or husband? Or, have you? It's like, that's when we are like, okay, honey, will you help me with this? And he says, yes. And then we go about like, well, when and how and So we can change that. Now, one of the biggest things I think that really helps you with this is the addiction meditation. It's very simple. I'm going to kind of show you this as I'm walking, but you're going to have your hand like this and you're going to put it in your temple, both hands. So if I didn't have to hold a phone, both thumbs would be up here, right? You close your eyes and you gaze right here. And in your mind, you chant Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. It's mental, not with voice. Because while you say the mantra, you're squeezing the molars. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Don't worry, I'm going to put a video in the comments of me doing it. And you can do it with me in about a half hour. Maybe more like an hour because I'm on a long walk. But addiction meditation. Why? Because we're addicted to worry. We're addicted to fear. We all know, especially if you're, over 40, you're sick and tired of worrying. You don't want to. And it's never going to be like, oh, I'm so glad I worried about that. It was so helpful. No. Okay. So we're addicted to the worry. We're addicted to a certain way of thinking. And from that addiction, bursts all addiction, right? Power, alcoholism, eating, all of it. Sex, all of it. It all comes from being addicted to the way we think. So that meditation really helps you change. Why? Change. Satanama. What does it mean? It means life. It means birth, life, death, rebirth. It's an infinity. Life and death, right? That's why it changes. It helps you kill off the worry and give life to your brighter mind, the part of you that connects to the divine. It's freaking awesome. So, make it a habit. I always, every day, along with other things in my sadhana, I always do the addiction meditation because it's the biggest hurdle in my life to not be overly enamored by the way I think or what I think I know. It helps me lay it down and be humble. It helps me get to that place, which is, in my mind, the place of all prosperity. And this is how you turn over the how, right? Thy will be done. Thy will be done. As we love ourselves more and we heal that relationship with the masculine, we can really, thy will be done. We it's like, I don't need to tell God, hey, I need to make a certain amount of money, and hey, I need to be loved. God knows. I can be pretty damn certain the divine Heavenly Father and Mother know. So, thy will be done. Thy will be done. Really asking for help and the energy to follow God's will. Because when I'm really willful and I take the bull by the horns, so to speak, I'm shortchanging me and everyone around me. What I know for sure, and when I think about that big project I do every year, when I surrender, it's bigger and better than it's ever been. The last 3 times I've done it, it was all about the quality of people. And I'm talking about, actually, what I'm talking about is Kundalini teacher training, the Guru is you. The people who were in the last 3 trainings were teachers to me, the most pristine, amazing. All of them were like teachers. They were gonna do it. All of them really tapped into why they do Kundalini and, where it's going to take them. Not everyone's going to be taking it to a yoga studio, but they got it. And to just be a part of that. And so, how? I didn't know how, but God knew how. And that's how and why and who He brings in. Because what's the most important thing about this gathering of souls, the Kundalini teacher training, is the vortex, the matrix we connect to. What we create together is exponentially bigger, surprising, and every time taking us to a higher level. Go higher, go higher, go higher. So if you have a big thing on your heart, if you need to heal something, if something feels scary to you, do the addiction meditation. You may need more than 3 minutes. Maybe you need 5 to 7 to 11. Get used to calming your mind down and letting your mind know, look, you don't have the best ideas when you're acting like this. So I gotta go to a higher source and put your faith in that. Heal your father wounds. And I'm talking about your birth father. For me, my real father he abandoned us. He was not a part of my life. And my stepdad and I had our issues. Actually, he adopted me, and that really taught me about love. Like, he sure had his hands full and he adopted me anyway. So, but anyways, every father-daughter relationship, every father-son has its stuff. Heal it, because that relationship is keeping you from thy will be done, a relationship with God, and prosperity, because He's the giver. I love you guys. Love you, love you, love you. I'll put the addiction meditation in the comments when I get back home off the trail. You are awesome. Had the best Monday, had the best week. So tomorrow's Tuesday, and I do my women's elevation at 9:30 a.m. Wednesday night, we're not going to have a class so that you can get ready for your family and if you're cooking and whatever. But Thursday morning, so get ready at night. So Thursday morning, you can come have Kundalini Yoga with Mahanraj Singh and I. So we're going to do a Thanksgiving meditation and Kundalini at 9:30 a.m. on Thursday. All is well. Of course, I'll teach on Saturday. So many wonderful things are coming and happening. I love you. Happy week. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll talk to you soon. Sat Nam.